In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your attendance. What I'm going to do is go back to my example course here. And to do this, I had to add some students. So in my users, I enrolled some fake students. They're actually Supreme Court justices. So I have a list of students in here, and it shows me as the instructor. If I go back to the main page, what I'm going to do is first turn on editing. If you ever try and work in here and you don't see all these, you realize you got to turn editing on. Then I'm going to put my attendance up here because I want it to be easy for me to get to each week. So I'm going to add that activity, and I'm going to click on attendance, and then add. Now it already gives me the name attendance. That makes sense. You can call it something else if you'd like to. You can put in a grade for attendance. They have it defaulting to points and a maximum grade of 100. What this means is it's worth 100 points for the entire semester, not 100 points for each class. That's a little bit confusing sometimes. What it will do is, depending on how many class periods you have, it'll divide that up and assign the correct amount of points for each class. So if you want to have points in here, you set this for how many points for the entire semester. If you don't want to have points, you can just put in none. Or you can change this to scale and have completed grades through there, pass-fail, which doesn't make as much sense for the attendance one. For me, I'm just going to put it as none, so I can keep track of attendance, but I'm not giving a grade for attendance. So then I'm going to save and display. And what this does, it brings up this section here, but it doesn't show any attendance in here. Even though it's already set up, it needs to be completed. So attendance is a little unique in that way. What I want to do is add a session. So I'm going to click on that tab. Now I'm going to start with, usually I'll be doing this early on, but I'm a little ways into the semester as far as the records go here. So I'm going to put it back to August 26, which was the first day of this present semester. Then I can set up the time, let's say, and it's in military time. So let's say my class runs from 2 o'clock, so that'd be 14 to, let's go till 3:30. So we go to 15:30. You can allow students to record their own attendance. I'm not going to do that. Now, that only actually set up for that one day. I need to set up multiple sessions. So I want to repeat the above as follows. And let's say my class, if it's just one day a week, you click that day. I'm going to say my class is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Repeat every 1 week. Leave that alone. What that means is it's the same every week. If your class was only every other week, then you'd put repeat every 2 weeks. This 2 is confusing. Just leave it as 1 week. Now repeat until. So here I have to put in when the last day of class is. So I am going to put it as the 16th of December, and then I click add. Now Moodle is adding all of those sessions in for me. So you'll see I can go, I start back here on August and move my way through. And if I want to look at all of them, that's what I'm doing right now. If I want to look at all the past ones, I click on that and it shows me all the past ones so I can fill them in. It can show me each week, just bring up what needs to happen and so forth. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and when I want to add attendance here, since I'm just doing it now, I have to go back and reset these up. I'm going to click on this one, and then it shows all my students in here. And there's a few things I can do. Present, late, excused, or absent, and you can actually even change it if you'd like to. Let's say everybody's here. I can either go through and click them individually, or I can just click this and that makes everybody present. Or if everybody's here except one, you can click this and then come down and change his to absent. Either way, that works better for you. And then you have to save attendance. Now what it shows, this one has been done. If I forget a week and I come in here and do this one, then these will still be here, and I'll realize I still have to do attendance for those weeks. So that's a way to see that. Now eventually when I want to see the report, I can look at this. It shows me the week, shows me that these were present, this one was absent. If I want to export that report after I have everything in here and I want to just get a report of that, I want to do all participants. Export specific users? No, I could just do individuals, but I want to do all of them. What do you want to include in that? And then I can change the period if I want to, download an Excel format, and it will just download it for me in an Excel sheet that I can then have my attendance in that way. So attendance, even though it's a little bit more difficult than a regular assignment, it's important, it's very helpful to have, but if you watch this video each semester, it'll remind you how to do it, and I think it'll make it pretty straightforward for you. If you have any questions, you can always fill out a help desk ticket and we will help you figure it out. Have a great day. Thanks.